Hi everyone. So this was meant to be a lightning talk at State of the Map 2022. I didn't get to do it for weird logistical reasons, so I thought I'd record it and stream it now, so you can still enjoy it. This is about Meet Your Mappers. This is a kind of a hacky tiny tool that I wrote and which does not quite solve a big problem, and I'll explain why. So here's the problem. I organize a monthly OSM social. I spread the word through OSM channels and meetup.com, but I'm not reaching all active mappers. So how do I reach them and make sure that they come to my mapping events? There's a few tools that are sort of doing similar things. There is the OpenStreetMap welcome tool that the Belgian community developed. It is mainly aimed at detecting and contacting new mappers, so it's a little different. There's also a good tool to see who's been mapping recently. It's called Who Did It, and it works by highlighting cells with recent changes. It works, but it also doesn't give me quite the overview that I wanted. Finally, there's a tool by a German guy who it's called What's Around Me, and it shows you mappers as little icons on the map, and it organizes them in newer, junior, senior, gold mappers, so based on their activity level, which is pretty close, but you can't really download the results. You can click on each of them, but you can't download it. So, and it's also not open source, so I can't adapt it to do it what I wanted to do. What I really want to do is have a complete view of mapper activity. Who's editing a lot right now? Who's new? Who recently stopped editing? Who are the power mappers in my area, so that I can choose who to target for inviting to my mapping events. So Meet Your Mappers is sort of a solution for this. It's a web tool at mym.rtign.org, pardon the URL. It will let you draw a bounding box for an area, and then it will basically let you draw a small bounding box around a small area. You can also use an OSM admin relation. And there's really there's a few options, but there's really no other thing to do. You just draw the bounding box and click go, and then it will go to work and come back with a list of mappers that have been active in this area. So it will categorize each mapper by local mapper type. You get a table that you can download and integrate into a spreadsheet or do whatever you want with it as a CSV. It shows you the number of nodes, ways, relations that they are the last editor of, first and latest edit that is visible in the current map, and the local mapper type. So power mapper, retired power mapper, mayfly mapper, retired mayfly mapper. So that's those are the different types that we identify, all based on current map data. So not looking at data history. So everything that has been edited since by someone else will not be taken into account. So it can be filtered, sorted, and downloaded as a CSV. And then you can do stuff like this. You can import it into a spreadsheet, and with a little bit of work, you can create a link to send OSM messages to those mappers and look at their activity a little bit more closely, sort it, etc. So the issues, it's very hacky. It is some hacky JavaScript HTML, and it runs on a 12-year-old laptop at my home, right next to where I'm sitting right now. It uses live overpass map queries for to get the map data. So every time you request an area, we'll go to overpass and download all the map data. There's no local database of map data. There's no historical OSM data, like I said already. But all that said, it is available for you to use at mym.rtign.org. Not everyone at once, please. If you want to have a look at the code or to help me improve it, then please go to the GitHub address. These slides should be available, I hope, at the State of the Map 2022 website. If not, I will post them on Twitter, on my MVXL Twitter account. Thanks for your attention, and I hope this tool is useful for some of you. Thanks.